everybody, my name is Ellie and thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new here, hi. For those of you who have been here for a while, yo, what's up? What's good? Huh? What's on the agenda today, huh? You getting a lot of work done? Productive? Good. My name is Ellie and thank you for peeping the YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, I am a host. I'm an on-camera host and I'm an actress. And that's my dog Hank right there just in the corner, this little cutie pie sleeping. And today I thought that I would do something that I feel like is going to excite some people for many reasons, but mostly because this interview, you know, before you do an interview, you never think it's gonna go viral or you never think that people are gonna respond to an interview. Like, you just never know. But I interviewed the K-pop group EXO, and when the interview came out, people just exploded all over the world, okay? And I don't mean to, you know, pipe my own horn or tap myself on the shoulder, but EXO-Ls, fans of EXO, say that this is the most legendary interview with the group that's ever been done. So, you're welcome. I'm just kidding. So I guess I just wanted to watch the interview. I mean, I haven't watched the interview since literally it came out how many years ago? Back in 2017. Oh my God, it's already almost like 3 years because it's gonna be 2020 soon. Time goes by so fast. Anyways, but yeah, I wanted to rewatch the interview with EXO and then, like, you know, maybe give you some behind the scenes content or like stories and stuff like that. So let's begin rewatching my interview with EXO. First, I'd like to say that before I did this interview, I knew about EXO. I had heard of them. I had heard songs before, but I didn't really know them. And I actually like not knowing a lot about a music group or a singer. Obviously I know the facts, but like, I don't necessarily want to watch a lot of things on them because I like meeting somebody and just like kind of figuring them out like within the first like 10 seconds. Like, literally my skill set, and I guess you can say this for anybody that interviews, but like, my skill set is if a person, a singer, actor, whoever walks in, right? My job is to make them shine in the video content that we are about to shoot, correct? And so my job is to make them feel comfortable and understand their chemistry and how we're gonna work within like 10 seconds of saying, hi, I'm Ellie, nice to meet you, okay? That's my skill set. So when you have, how many guys were there that night? 2, 4, 6. When you have 8 guys, you know, and they're all from Korea, there is an intimidation factor, of course. Also, like, all these people, like, you know, were found out that I was doing this interview and like everybody's hitting me up and being like, oh my God, you're gonna meet EXO and blah, blah, blah. So I was just like, oh my God, this thing better be lit because people are gonna, you know, come at me with the fork knives if this interview doesn't do well. So anyways, the day that we shot this interview, it was like super raining outside and it was all like muggy and we were going late because they had a concert in New Jersey. So we had to take a car over there to New Jersey. And before I interviewed the group, I just had no expectations, you know, like, you just never know, especially with a group that's like, you know, not from America and all this stuff. Like, I didn't know, were they gonna vibe with me? Was I gonna vibe with them? Who knows? Let's figure it out. Let's find out. And so when the guys all came in and they were all in black, I looked down and I was like, damn, I'm in black too. So it looks like I'm part of the group, you know? And, you know, I insa to them. Insa is like, you know, bowing in Korean culture. And, you know, I'm older than them, but still, you still say, yo, 안녕하세요, like, whatever, you like, oh, whatever, right? And so as soon as I said hi, they were super nice. And then they wanted to just be, you know, in the shot to do their EXO introduction. And then I was going to put myself in and then start the interview. And here's the thing. You know, when you interview a lot of music artists, things like that, like, there's certain questions that you always have to ask, right? And a part of me doesn't like that because I like coming up with questions just like on the spot. I like feeling somebody out and just like doing an interview like that. But you know, that it's not part of the rules all the time. So anyway, okay. I had some questions I had to ask, but I also wanted to just see, you know, like, how cool were they? You know, where could we go in this interview? And people call this iconic, so guess I did a good job with the boys. Anyways, it is currently at 2,672,720 views, 136 thumbs up, and 1,000 thumbs down. Great, we're killing it. So let's start going over this video, shall we? Now, before we start this interview, I just want to say, Suho is like literally the nicest guy in the world. Like, they're all nice, but like Suho, like I felt like he really was so kind to me throughout the interview. Like, it always felt like he had my back kind of thing, because when you're interviewing a huge group, sometimes like the interviewer could, or the interview could get lost because there's so many different personalities and so many people saying things and blah, blah, blah. But I felt like Suho like had my back throughout the whole thing, so I like really appreciated that. And I was just like, Suho, you're like the homie, you know? All right, let's start this. Oh, we're EXO.
Ellie here with iHeartRadio, and yes, I am sitting with the one and only EXO.
안녕. Okay, first off, yo, my makeup looks good. I just want to say that. When I saw this video, I was like, this girl, your makeup looks good. Your hair looks good too. But it's like, damn, did I have to wear all black? Oh my God, I look like I'm in the damn group. Sorry, let's go ahead.
You are here in New York?
Yeah.
Wow, very 잘생겼어요.
So like, very 잘생겼어요 means like very good looking, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, here's my thing, is like, I am not threatening in any way. Yes, I'm cute and pretty and all this stuff, but when I interview people, I pride myself in doing a really good job of never like coming off flirty, because there are some interviewers that can come off flirty, and I never try to come off flirty. I always try to come off like, listen, I'm here to do this, and this is just like who I am. So when I'm complimenting them, like, well, very 잘생겼어요, yo, I'm just like trying to make them feel comfortable. You know, they are very good looking, they should know. But also, like, you know, I feel like if I was in a K-pop group, I was a K-pop singer from Korea or China or wherever, and I was coming to America, I would just feel so nervous in all the American interviews, you know, especially like, you know, Americans, you know how we are. We talk so fast, like everything is like, you know, whatever. And so like, you know, my whole thing is, how can I make these guys feel comfortable and break the ice? So I said, very good looking.
Thank you.
Very, very good. Congratulations, 5 years. 5 years. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
You guys come a long way.
Yes.
Right.
You can't believe it. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I love it.
The reason why I laughed at unbelievable is because I watch a lot of Korean variety shows, and there's like, just Korean variety shows are so freaking funny. Okay, I don't. You don't have to be fluent in Korean to laugh at these shows. Anyways, on these shows, like the older MCs on the show always go unbelievable, you know, like just like a Korean fob, like trying to speak English, and it's so funny. So when he says unbelievable, I was like, oh, this guy's so funny, you know.
Oh, nice. I see it. What has been your
Love
favorite
Suho.
memory during the last 5 years?
저희 5년 동안 활동하면서 저희
When I watch his video, I think that Kai is like always on the verge of like cracking up.
멤버들과 함께
You know what I mean? Like if you watch him, he keeps trying to put his head down and like he has like kind of a smile. He's like trying to
역사의 시작이죠. 엑소 역사.
maybe break.
가장 기억에 남는 거. 첫 번째.
Suho and Chen. They like the reaction.
리액션 진짜.
Yeah. Suho was like, yo, your reaction is just really the best. But you know, I was just like, you guys work hard, you know? You guys work hard. You know that whole thing where like I got up and I was like, oh my God, who are these good looking people? I had some of you guys go to Times Square and like reenact that and like send that to me, and I thought that was really funny.
That's a big deal. Times Square is huge. When you saw that, how did you feel? What was the 느낌?
생일 파티나
느낌?
저희 5주년
Mad good at Korean, you know what I'm saying?
그랬을 때 보면 이제 타임스퀘어랑 그 타임스퀘어 옆에
Here's what I'll say about Chanyeol. Extremely charismatic. Like, Chanyeol's like, kind of energy, like kind of like aligns with me. And it's kind of interesting that that we were sitting next to each other, because you could feel the energy between us. And, you know, he's the guy, you know, who's willing to like talk loud and like be loud and be seen in the group, you know? And so I felt like, oh, he's kind of like my people. I just felt like our energies were very similar. How cool. Yo, all I'm saying is Kai's cracking up. Yo, Kai was cracking up, and I appreciated that so much. Sometimes when you interview people, you don't know what they're gonna be like. You don't know if they're gonna be chill and cool and funny and all this stuff. So when they do like respond to like you and your humor, or they make a joke or whatever, like that all helps the interview just be so good, you know? So like every time they were laughing, like front row, yo, I mean, Baekhyun and all of them in the back were definitely laughing, but you know, it's also a different dynamic when you have people in the back and then you have people in the front, especially because I'm sitting in the front. So whoever's sitting in the front, we're getting like the most verbal action here, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the front row, I mean, the back row too, they were just cracking up, and it just, as I'm going, like, it just helps when people are like having a good time, you know? It just helps the whole aura, energy go on.
Right? I never heard of you guys. But someone was like, oh, you need to listen to them. Listen to this song. Which song would that be?
저는 몬스터라는 곡을
Okay, so then we talk about like songs that they like, you know?
있고, 그리고 정말
So they're talking about that.
무슨 뜻이에요?
Oh, and like, okay, so they said 남영 윤수? Is that what he said? 남영 윤수?
남영윤수?
남녀노소
무슨 뜻이에요?
So, yo, I had never heard that word before in my life. In my Korean life, I never heard that word. I was like, what does that mean? They were like, everyone. I was like, I never heard of that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, everyone's waiting for your comeback.
Yo, I could be in this group. Come on.
Can you give us a little bit of what it's gonna be like?
All I should do is like go on tour with them and just like introduce them. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like I'm just like the MC. Like I'm like, what's up? You know, Singapore. I'm like, EXO's in the building. Just like start up every show for them. So this part when we were talking about like white and like all this stuff, like I know I was trying to get some nuggets for y'all for like the comeback, but like, you know, they weren't trying to give us any nuggets, you know?
White. Okay.
Okay, this is all about the color.
Coldplay just played in Seoul.
Yeah.
I was just there.
어.
I went to Korea first time last week.
No,
Yeah, I went to Itaewon, Seoul.
I had just really gone to Korea. I had really just gone to Korea.
비빔밥도 먹고.
You could see who the easy laughers are. You know, the ones that are really. This is why I love Suho. Yo, Suho's always cracking up. He's so nice. He's so sweet. Far East Movement. Yo, Far East Movement. That's my karaoke song. Poppin' the ice like a blizzard. When we do it right. We getting scissors, sipping scissors in my ride. Like a 3-6. Now I'm feeling so fly like a G6. Bam! Ellie, don't dab. You're too old for that. Moving on.
Oh, we love Drake.
I love asking K-pop stars like who they like, you know, American-wise, because I'm like, okay, let's think about who you can collab with, you know? Let's think about that. Maroon 5. They love Maroon 5, which is really interesting.
Okay, Beyonce?
Beyonce. Like you can see, like they're just having mad fun. You know, and when they're having mad fun, I'm feeding off that energy. And they're feeding off my energy. And that's why this works. You get it? It's an energy thing.
뭔가 표현력이 조금 더 좋은 것 같아요. 그러니까 지금 리액션도 이렇게 좋으시잖아요. 리액션이 되게 좋으시니까.
He's talking about like, you know, just like American fans and like how we are, you know, you know how we are. We're crazy. So he's just saying he likes that energy and like giving them that energy. I love like when they speak Korean and I'm like this. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But then sometimes when they talk too fast, I'm like, I lost you. Can we go back a few words? I don't know what that was.
부끄러워하는 게 좀 없는 것 같아.
Interesting. That sounds like Americans. We do have no shame.
It's true.
You know, there are so many people out there who love you guys. What advice would you give them for those who want to become singers?
가수가 되고 싶으시다면은
They're so cute.
일단 이루기 위해서
I forgot how cute they are.
도전을 했으면 좋겠습니다. 항상.
Ugh, you know what I really liked about them?
Don't be shy.
Yeah,
도전, 챌린지.
but it's hard.
It's hard.
And last thing, all of the
And they cut that part out, but you know, I say to Suho, I'm like, it's hard. It's hard doing what you're doing. It's hard chasing dreams. You know, I'm not a K-pop singer. I'm not a singer, but I'm an artist, and I'm in the entertainment industry, and I feel them on many levels. This game that we're playing, this career game that we're playing, is not for the lighthearted. This is not for people who can't take a lot of the BS that these guys have taken, the BS that I've taken. You know, it's not an easy thing. And like, even though you guys get to see all of the amazing things, there's also a lot of hardship, you know? So yeah. But as this interview is
Their XOLs.
ending,
Say something in English to them.
I
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, XO, 감사합니다.
Thank you.
so I think what I really, so when that interview ended, they had to do some promos, like sitting in that same spot, and they told the whole team, like everybody in the room, like multiple times, like, can we take a picture with her? Can we take a picture with her? You know? And it was just like this moment where we all understood what just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all just understood that a great interview just happened. And they were so, you know, Korean, when you say someone is like really sweet or something like that, or well-mannered, you say they're 착해. And like, the thing about EXO, the ones that I was interacting with, like clearly I couldn't talk to a lot of the ones in the back, but like, they are so 착해 and so kind and sweet, you know? And like, that makes me comfortable. And I can say that easily for every single K-pop group: BTS, EXO, Stray Kids, Monsta X, GOT7, NCT 127, all of them, Tiffany Young, Rich Nam, Jay Park, like all of them across the board are just so 착해 and sweet and kind, and they're so like earnest and like want to do well, you know? And so I appreciate that so much. And so when this interview ended, you could just feel the energy in the room. Like, you could feel that everyone just had like a really good time. And I met my friend now, her name is Stacy, and you guys have seen her on iHeartRadio's YouTube channel of her interviewing like Taemin and like all this stuff. And I met her through this, and the entire time she was behind the like next to the camera, and we really didn't know each other, she was cracking up, which also helped me in the interview to like realize like, oh, this is going really well. And so that is the legendary EXO. Ellie interviews them for iHeartRadio interview. I love this interview for so many reasons, and I feel like you guys really loved it because you got to see your boys in an environment that you usually don't see them in, you know? And listen, at the end of the day, I understand K-pop and I understand K-pop artists because, you know, I used to be like you guys. I was obsessed, okay? And they're also like my people, so like I understand the cultural thing and everything like that. And I hope that in the future there will be another interview with EXO. I don't know. I'm not in New York anymore for iHeartRadio, but I hope that there is another future part dos with EXO, and I hope Lay's there, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, EXO-Ls, I understand why you love this group. They are truly, really the sweetest and the best, and I hope there is a reunion in the future. And to everybody who has enjoyed this video, who's commented, who's made a GIF or a meme or whatever, I appreciate it. I love you. I see it. Thank you. And hopefully we will have more in the future. Smash that like button, y'all. Press that subscribe and comment your butt off on that comment section. That's how the young kids say it, right? And let me know what you guys thought about the review and like just about this interview, you know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram at ellielee.tv. You can listen to my podcast When I Grow Up in the link below. Hank is passed out, but he says goodbye. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Be nice to animals and think about veganism because the planet Earth is dying. Okay, bye!